All right, let's start with something that's deeply rooted in psychology: mirroring. When someone is obsessively into you, they unconsciously start to reflect your behavior. It's like a psychological copy and paste effect. For example, if you take a sip of your drink and a few moments later she does the same, without even thinking about it, that's mirroring. If you lean in when talking and she follows suit, that's another strong indicator. Psychologists say mirroring happens because the brain wants to create a deeper connection with someone we're emotionally drawn to. It's almost like an unspoken way of saying, "Hey, I'm just like you, we're in sync." So, the next time you're around her, pay attention. Is she mimicking your gestures, your speech patterns, even your energy levels? If she is, chances are you're on her mind more than you think. Now let's talk about proximity. Because let's be honest, people don't just randomly keep showing up in your life without a reason. If she's always in your space, finding reasons to be near you, joining the same events, or suddenly developing an interest in places, you go. She's definitely keeping tabs on you. But here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes, instead of being directly around you, she'll place herself just close enough for you to notice. Maybe she lingers near your friend group, or she pops up in conversations that somehow lead back to you. And let's not forget social media stalking. Oh yeah, we're going there. If she always seems to know what you're up to, even when you haven't told her, chances are she's been checking your stories, scrolling through your feed, or even asking mutual friends about you. Now let's be real. Nobody just randomly bumps into someone over and over again. If she's constantly showing up where you are, finding excuses to talk to you, or lingering just a little longer than necessary, that's no accident. Maybe she suddenly takes an interest in your favorite coffee shop, even though she never went there before. Or she magically appears at events you casually mentioned in passing. These coincidences aren't really coincidences at all. And here's the kicker. People who are secretly obsessing over you will often use indirect methods to be around you. Like, she might become close friends with your friends just to stay in your circle. Or she might ask for help with something simple like, "Oh, can you explain this to me?" when she probably could have figured it out herself. When someone wants to be close to you, they'll find a way. So if she keeps showing up in your world, trust me, it's not by chance. All right, let's talk about texting. Because whether we admit it or not, our texting habits expose our real emotions. She responds instantly, or lingers on typing for a while. If she's quick to reply, it's because she's been waiting for your message. If she types, and then stops and then starts again, it means she's overthinking her response, wanting to say just the right thing. She texts you about random things. Maybe she asks about something trivial like, "Did you see that crazy news today?" Or "I just had the worst coffee ever." Trust me, she doesn't actually care about that coffee. She just wants an excuse to talk to you. Late night messages. If she's texting you at odd hours, especially about deep personal topics, oh, yeah, she's hooked. Late night texting isn't just texting, it's intimacy in digital form. A cut to relevant B-roll, phone screen showing text exchanges, a girl hesitating before pressing send, a notification popping up late at night. You know what's crazy? When someone is secretly into you, their brain becomes a sponge, soaking up everything about you, even the stuff you don't expect them to remember. Maybe you casually mentioned your favorite band once, and weeks later, she brings it up like it's common knowledge. Or maybe she remembers the exact way you like your coffee, even though you never really made a big deal about it. This happens because, psychologically, when we obsess over someone, our minds prioritize information about them. It's like a built-in mental highlight reel. So, if she remembers things about you that even you forgot you told her, that's a major sign she's been paying extra attention. Cut to B-roll, a girl surprising a guy with his favorite snack, a flashback-style montage of small, remembered details. Here's the thing. Words can be controlled, but body language, that's straight-up instinct. If she's obsessed with you, her body will give her away. Watch for these classic signs. Deep eye contact. If she holds eye contact longer than usual, it's because she's drawn to you. Subtle touching, a light touch on your arm, brushing against you accidentally. These are her way of creating a physical connection. Leaning in when you talk. If she gets closer, even when she doesn't have to, that's her subconscious craving proximity. She plays with her hair or touches her lips while talking to you. Classic signs of attraction, straight from the psychology playbook. Bottom line, if she's doing these things, her body is speaking louder than her words ever could. Closing thoughts. So let's recap. If she's mirroring you, constantly showing up around you, texting with way too much enthusiasm, remembering tiny details, and her body language is practically screaming, "I like you," then, my friend, she is definitely obsessed. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever spotted these signs in someone before? And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more psychology-backed insights just like this. Here's what to look for. Is she one of the first people to like or comment on your posts? Does she react to your stories almost every time you upload? Maybe she even brings up something you posted, proving she's keeping tabs on you. And let's not forget the biggest giveaway, subtle posts that seem like they're directed at you. You know those cryptic quotes or song lyrics that just happen to match something personal you shared? Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Psychologists call this digital proximity, when someone uses online interactions to maintain a sense of closeness with you. And trust me, if she's always engaging with your content, you're definitely on her mind more than you think. Did you casually mention your favorite snack weeks ago and she suddenly surprises you with it? Did you tell a funny story once and she brings it up later like it just happened? This happens because when we're fixated on someone, our brains naturally prioritize information about them. It's like a mental highlight reel. Everything about that person becomes important, even the tiniest details. And here's the real test. If she recalls things you don't even remember telling her, that's a major sign. Because let's be honest, people don't store random details about someone unless that person holds a special place in their mind. If she's obsessed with you, her body will literally tell on her. Here's what to look for. She maintains deep eye contact, like she's trying to read your soul. She plays with her hair or touches her lips while talking to you. Subconscious. Flirtation. She faces you directly, even in group settings, because to her, you're the most important person in the room. And the biggest giveaway? She finds little excuses to touch you, like a playful nudge, fixing your collar, or accidentally brushing against you. These are all nonverbal cues that scream attraction. And trust me, if she's doing these things, her interest in you runs deeper than she's letting on. So there you have it, 5 undeniable signs that she's secretly obsessing over you. Some of these are subtle, some are obvious, but together, they paint a pretty clear picture. If you've noticed these behaviors in someone, chances are she's thinking about you a lot more than she's admitting. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever experienced any of these signs before? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more psychology-backed insights just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.